First, downtown revitalization. We started that in '77, and it ebbed and flowed. A lot of people, said you're never going to change. But at the end of the day, thanks to the efforts of so many councils and mayors and also private citizens, look at where downtown is today in 2018. It is phenomenal. Second is sitting around having a bunch of beers in '85 and having the chamber staff come up with Live Music Capital of the World, which was in Billboard magazine in July of '86. And then having a meeting at the Continental Club in February of '86, bringing everybody together about bringing a new music seminar to Austin, and the decision not to do that by the guys in New York, and South by Southwest is created. And I think that has been an iconic event over the 30 years, maybe the most iconic event worldwide that has taken Austin from being Austin, Texas, to Austin, Texas, a very significant city growing into the world stage. In 1985, we were basically still a city of government and a city of education and a city of service to support those two sectors. And the SRI report that came out that was commissioned by the Chamber said we should branch out, recruit the creative class, and expand into R&D, film, music, tourism, software development, and look at where we are today.
You presided over, I believe, the longest public hearing in the city's history. Can you tell us about that?
It was in June of 1990, and it was a big environmental fight about developing Barton Creek. And the city staff had worked tirelessly to create this PUD that was before the city council, and we listened to a hearing that went on all night long.
My greatest disappointment is that we weren't able to summon enough civic responsibility to hold back the onslaught of the developers. Amen, John Henry.
Started, I forget how many hours it was, 18 or 22 hours before I said stop, because we're just hearing repetitive comments. Well, we voted 7-0 to decline that, and it was a terrible mistake. It was a bad mistake on my part, it was a bad mistake on the council members' parts, and here's why. Because the work that the city staff had done miraculously was really going to set what Barton Creek would be. Once we turned it down, the developers went to the state legislature and all bets were off, and they got everything they wanted, and it was a big shot to the foot for the environmentalists, and it was a big shot to the foot for local politics.
What do you miss most about the Austin that you knew when you arrived here? And what do you really treasure about Austin as we start 2019?
I don't miss anything about Austin 1970 when I came here as a young 24, 25-year-old captain, single, glad to be alive. It was a nice town, but I think the Austin today, and I'm way out of it, I'm just a private citizen, and I love the way Austin is, even with the traffic, even with the environmental issues, even with all the debates that go on every day, even with the homeless issue, even with affordability. We are a great place in the true perspective. We get so many accolades from people outside of Austin that are looking at Austin and comparing us to every other city in this country. We will be on the world stage in the 21st century, period.